Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shani. I'm Shani and I have an eating disorder. Hi Shani. Hi. So I've been seeing this video going around on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere, and I decided that I wanted to respond to it. At first I was really angry. I'm still angry, but I've calmed down because I needed to. And so there's this video going around that's called Dear Fat People by some girl on YouTube named Nicole Arbour. I don't even know who she is, but and I know that I'm kind of new to YouTube. I know that I might not be reaching all the people that I want to reach with this video, but I'm hoping that if I put her name in the title of her video, in the title of this video, that the young people out there will click on this video instead of her video. I just want to show you a little bit of her video. I edited it so that I could get my point across that I want to get from it. And here's that video edited, and then I will give you my response for it.
Dear fat people. Some people are already really mad at this video. What are you gonna do, fat people? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna chase me? Really? You gonna chase me? It's gonna be like fucking Frankenstein. Fat shaming is not a thing. Fat people made that up. That's a race card with no race. Yeah, but I couldn't fit into a store. That's discrimination. No. That means you're too fat. You should stop eating. Are you gonna tell the doctor that they're being mean and fat shaming you when they say you have fucking heart disease? I'm talking about the 35% of North Americans who are obese. That means you are so fat, you are affecting your own health. Big boned isn't a thing. How stupid do I look? Fat shaming. Who came up with that? That's fucking brilliant. Yes, shame people who have bad habits until they fucking stop. Fat shaming. If we offend you so much that you lose weight, I'm okay with that. You are killing yourself. Yeah. I'll sleep at night. Maybe I'm a little jealous that you get to eat whatever you want. Obesity is a disease. Yeah, so is being a shopaholic. But I don't get a fucking parking pass. It would make a lot of sense if I did. I'm the one with all the bags. Fat people parking spot should be at the back of the mall parking lot. Walk to the doors and burn some calories. Why are we helping them? Want to die quicker? Come this way. It's assisted suicide. I don't feel bad for you because you are taking your body for granted. If they forgot to tell you that plus size stands for plus heart disease, plus knee problems, plus diabetes, plus your family and friends crying that they lost you too soon because you needed to have a Coke plus fries. Yeah, plus size, plus size. I was at the airport not too long ago, and I had to wait in one of those lines that's like... As I get to the front of the line, a family comes to the front and gets to bug me. Fattest, most obese, I'm talking TLC special fat. You're a meth shamer. They got to go to the front of the line because they were complaining that their knees hurt too much to stand in it. Oh, I just came an hour early like I was supposed to. But you overeat, let me help you. And they complain, and they smell like sausages, and I don't even think they ate sausages. That's just their aroma. They were so fat that they're that standing sweat fat. Crisco was coming out of their pores like a fucking Play-Doh fun factory. So I waited an extra 10, 15, 20 minutes. Now I'm running to my plane. Just as I stop to wipe my sweat, who do I see in a fucking golf cart? Fat family. So what? You got to bud me and ride in a golf cart, and I'm sweating like a pig. But if I play an ugly girl in a movie, I get a fucking Oscar. Yeah. There's a formula to it, guys. Now I get on the plane, I find my lovely seat. I'm sitting in the aisle, and then a stewardess walks up to me. Hi, ma'am, I hate to ask, but we've got a disabled passenger. Would you mind switching seats? And of course, because I'm not an asshole, I'm like, oh my god, of course, yes. Oh, look, it's Fat Family, and Jabba the Sun sits right beside me. I just lost my shit. His fat was on my lap. It was actually on my lap. I took the handle, I squished it down, and I said, my seat, your seat. I actually took his fat, and I pushed it into his seat, and I held it. He was fine. Yes. Genetics plays a part in things to a degree, of course. Big, sassy black women in church dresses are my favorite thing in the world. But I'm really fucking selfish, and I want to keep you around. I'm saying all this to be an asshole. I'm saying this because your friends should be saying it to you. The truth is, I will actually love you no matter what. But I really hope this bomb of truth exploding into your face will act as shrapnel that seeps into your soul, makes you want to be healthier so that we can enjoy you as human beings longer on this planet.
Okay, so here's the thing, we need to remember that, here's the thing, Nicole, if you're watching this, I doubt you are, because I'm not huge on YouTube yet. I'm hoping I will be, but I'm not, because I need to get my voice out there, and maybe this is one way of doing that. Here's what I want to say, okay? I see your point. Like, I understand that you're saying that people who are overweight might not be healthy. I get that point, but that's not the point you're making, whether you think it is or not. That's not what your video is about. I can see if that's the point that you were trying to get across, that a lot of overweight people have a lot of health problems and you just want them to be around you. Like you said at the very end of your video, something about how you don't hate anybody, you're not trying to be mean to anybody, but that you're trying to save people's lives so that they can still be in your life or whatever. And I get that, your point for that, but that's not what your video was. And I don't think you understand that. And I'm here to tell you that that's not what it was, and I'm going to tell you why with my opinion, my humble opinion. I have had an eating disorder for 25 years. I'm 31 years old, so it's pretty much all I know. When I started gaining weight when I was 5 years old because I started overeating when I was 5 years old. And why did I start overeating at 5 years old? Because I was being abused. I was being sexually abused. I was being neglected. And so I ate for comfort. You don't know why people are overweight, okay? Whether or not it's good for their health or not, that's not for you to say. That's between them and the doctors. It's not for you to come on the internet and make people feel like crap for being overweight. You don't know how a person got there. You don't know if they're unhealthy. Some people actually are naturally bigger. Some people really are. I know you don't believe that, but it's true. Some people are, and some of them are the healthiest people in the world who exercise every day and eat right. You don't know. And while we're on that note, oh, I'm so mad. While we're on that note, skinny people aren't healthy either necessarily. Just because you're thin, it doesn't mean that you're healthy. Just because you're fat, I hate that word, just because you're fat doesn't mean that you're unhealthy, okay? I'm living proof of this, okay? Here's the thing. So I mentioned that I've had an eating disorder. I've been doing these videos on YouTube. I'm kind of new to YouTube, but since I've been doing them, this has been wonderful. So I'm just going to fill you in really quickly on my history, okay? So my eating disorder started at 5 years old. I started overeating. Around 8 or 9 years old, the bullying that had already been happening got like 10 times worse because I had gained so much weight by the time I was 9 years old. I was very, very overweight as a child. Then when I was 12, 13 years old, my period started. My parents were getting divorced. We had to move. I had to move to a brand new junior high. I had to leave all my friends, all of that, and I went to a new junior high. And what happened? I clung to a boy because I didn't have a dad in my life. I clung to a boy. And then what happened? Oh, that boy only wanted to go out with skinny girls and only wanted to ask skinny girls to dance and flirt with the skinny girls. So what was I going to do? I was already overweight. I was already addicted to food. What could I do? Oh, I don't know. How about I go and throw up all the food that I'm overeating? And that's when my bulimia started. You're talking about in your video how it's a choice of what we eat and what we don't eat, but I was freaking 5 years old. I didn't even know what else to do. How can I blame myself for that? How? Seriously. I was 5 years old. I was barely learning how to read. What? Like, seriously? Come on. Like, you don't know what's going on in somebody's life. Like, I'm not even going to sit here and judge you and wonder what it is in your life that's making you be so mean to people. I'm going to not do that, even though I kind of just did. But it's to get a point across. Like, you never know what people are going through, okay? So, anyway, fast forward now. I'm 31 years old right now. Two years ago, I weighed a lot. I'm not even going to give numbers because that triggers people with eating disorders in case you didn't know that. But anyway, so I'm not even going to give a number of my weight, but I will say that I was about 90 pounds heavier than this, okay? And how did I get this way? How did I lose the 90 pounds? I starved myself. For a year and a half, I starved myself completely. I'm still curvy, but I am considered to be at an average weight for a woman in America, okay? So yeah, one might argue that I have a healthy body weight. But am I healthy? No, I'm not healthy. Do you know what eating disorders do to you? Do you know that they make your heart super weak, your liver, your kidneys, every single organ in your body is weakened to the point that if you get in a car accident, you could die just because your organs aren't strong enough to take the impact of a car accident, okay? Do you know that we as eating disordered people go through health problems that are beyond measure, that ruin our entire lives, ruin our entire digestive systems, our ability to have children? Do you have any idea what that's like? I would like to know. I'm honestly curious to know if you have ever had an eating disorder or been overweight. Because I can't imagine that if you have been overweight that you would make a video like this. I can't. Here's my problem, okay? Here's the biggest problem that I'm having with your video. The biggest problem that I'm having with your video is your language, the way that you're talking about overweight people, the way that you're calling them fat and Jabba the Hutt or whatever, all these little nicknames that you're saying and these little mean little comments that you're saying about people who are overweight. That's so mean. And then at the end, you're saying that you're just worried about people and that you want people to be healthy. Okay, if you want people to be healthy, then why don't you title your video, Dear Unhealthy People? Why Dear Fat People? Why? You can't judge if somebody is fat to you if they're unhealthy or healthy. That's not, you don't know that. Why is it only fat people that are unhealthy? And you know what? I would be doing this exact same thing right now if you were to get on and say, Dear skinny people, you're unhealthy. I would be doing the same thing. It doesn't matter. Okay, so by the off chance that you might see this, Nicole, I don't know if you ever will see this, but I'm just going to ask you personally, because it is my mission in these YouTube videos to help young girls out there to not fall into the trap of eating disorders that I fell into. I'm going to ask you to make another video and apologize about the words that you used, and I'm sure you won't do this. You're very, very popular on YouTube, and you probably won't even see this video of mine, but I would appreciate it because I would like young girls to know, all these young girls that have heard your video now, do you have any idea how damaging that is to them? It is, oh gosh, it's so damaging. It just takes one word. It just takes one comment to throw a young girl or boy into a spiral of depression and self-hatred and turning that into an eating disorder and most likely suicide. Like, so many kids are being bullied to death. Like, they get bullied by people like you, and maybe you don't understand that you're bullying them, but you are. You're bullying fat people, if that's what you want to call them. Like, seriously, do you really not see that? If your whole rant and your whole video was really about trying to get people to be healthy, then talk about people being healthy. Don't talk about fat, not even skinny. None of that matters. If you want people to be healthy, talk to people about being healthy. It is not your place. It's not your judgment call to decide if a size is healthy or unhealthy. That's not your call. You don't know. You're not inside these people's bodies. You're not inside these people's lives. And if you want to send a message out there for people to be healthy, then go for it. But that's not what your video was, and I don't think you know that. I really think you honestly think you're trying to help somebody in some way, but you're not. You're hurting people. You are hurting people's feelings. You're hurting the feelings of those of us who were bullied growing up, called all of those words that you said in your video, okay? Not only did we get bullied with those words growing up, but now you're reminding us of that. You're bringing back flashbacks for me of these bullies that were so awful to me. Like it's not just affecting young people, it's affecting older people who were, bullied when they were little. Like, you just don't know who you're affecting, and it's just not worth it. And again, I just want to say, please, my point for this whole video, my only point that I wanted, okay, there were 2 points I wanted to log on for and to make this video. I wasn't even planning on making a video. The 2 things I wanted to do were to title this video with your name and the title of your video so that the young people who go looking for this video that everybody's talking about with you will click on my video instead and hopefully see this first. And if they don't see it first, even if they see it second, that's okay. I'm just hoping people will see this and listen to me and trust me when I say, because I have spent my entire life with an eating disorder, and it is hell, okay? And you don't know why somebody's overweight. You don't know what people are going through. I'm not justifying that people are overweight and unhealthy. I'm also not justifying that underweight people are healthy. There's just no judgment call. You're not God. You don't know. You really don't know. I don't know if you mean to be being a bully, but you are, or you're coming across that way. So maybe if you see my video on some magical world somewhere that you happen to click on this video, I am begging you to make another video or take that video down and to make another video and apologize to all the young people out there and all the people out there who are struggling with their weight, because you don't know what it's about. And if you do know what it's about, if you have actually been there where those people are that you're judging, then that's sad. Because why would you judge so harshly if you've been through it yourself? You wouldn't. You wouldn't. And if you would, then that's just sad. That's really sad. Really, really sad. So the message that I want young girls out there to hear, if you're one of those young girls, I need you to know that you are beautiful no matter what size you are, no matter how much weight is on the scale when you step on it, no matter what the measuring tape tells you that you are. The thing that makes you beautiful is the way that you treat people. The thing that makes you beautiful is the way that you love people, and the way that you serve people, and the way that you give to people, and the way that you uplift people. That's what makes you beautiful. The outer exterior is just this body that we've been given on this earth, and we take care of it as we see fit. And if those of us who are not taking care of it, like Nicole is trying to make the point of, then yeah, go get healthy. But it has nothing to do with being fat or skinny or any of those horrible names that she said in her videos. It has nothing to do with that. If you're unhealthy, of course try and get healthy. I'm not one to talk. Well, I kind of am. I am very unhealthy. I am at death's door. I've been at death's door for a couple years now, which is why I started doing these YouTube videos. You just don't know what it's like unless you've been there. And if you haven't been there, then you really just have no right to judge. You really don't. And I don't know if that was your intent, Nicole, or not, but okay. So again, if you're young and you're watching this, please just listen to my words, okay? It's about being healthy. It's not about being skinny or fat. It's about being healthy. That's what I'm trying to find right now. And the problem is these types of people who just aren't thinking with their heart. They're thinking with, I don't know what they're thinking with. Like, it's just, I don't understand how you can be so mean and so, again, dude, if you want people to be healthy and that's what you're worried about, then tell people you want people to be healthy. Leave out the fat, leave out the skinny, leave out the Job of the Hood comments, leave out the fact that they need to not eat if they're overweight. Like, seriously, do you not understand that that can lead to eating disorders? Please be kind. Please think before you speak. Please know that there are so many young girls out there who are looking around on YouTube for things that are popular and things that are of interest to their friends, and when they come across the word fat or skinny or any of those words, it interests them. And when they click on your video that has fat in the title, and this is the only time ever that I'm going to put fat in my titles because I want these little girls to click on my video and not yours. When you put those words in there, that's what the teenagers are attracted to. That's what the kids are attracted to because it's interesting, it's intriguing. They know that it's a mean word. Their parents teach them that that's not what we call other people. And so they click on it to see what it is, and then they hear your message. Your point makes no sense. You can't say that. Anybody can be unhealthy at any weight. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it can lead to eating disorders for these girls. It can lead to cutting, lead to suicide. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, be nice, please. Please be nice, please. Like, let's just love each other and be kind. And, yeah. Okay, that's all I have to say. If you don't know who I am and you want to know who I am, come follow me. Subscribe to my channel, Educating Shani, where I talk about my eating disorder every single week. I talk about eating disorder topics, and I also update you on my week and my specific journey that I'm going through right now, that I'm in the middle of right now. So come and join me for that, and I would ask that whoever's watching just be kind to people, spread the love, uplift people, and just remember that you're beautiful and you're worth it. Like I say at the end of all of my videos, you're beautiful, you're worth it, and I am too. Okay, so I'll see you when I see you. Thank you for watching. Bye!